Hello, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time I just felt like talking about something that I felt was kind of important because I did a video, I think it was yesterday, talking about this, and I just wanted to bring up a few things because it seems like some people are upset with me. So, the Selects line is getting a new version of Abominus, and I talked about that very briefly. And basically, this is kind of like the Unite Warriors version of the Abominus. If you guys remember the original Combiner Wars, we had the Hasbro release for Superion, Menasor, and whatnot. And then Takara would do their Unite Warriors version where they had updated hand and feet pieces because it was all in the box set, and different paint applications. It seems to be very similar to this. Now, someone did point out that Takara never released this. I believe Takara did, but it was just the same thing as the Hasbro version, so this is kind of like something to make up for that. And I will say with the case of Abominus, it's pretty cool to see that he has actual proper hands this time. And I'm not just talking about the mold, I'm talking about the coloring, because on the original figure, they would just reuse the colors from the figures themselves, and it would look a little awkward. This one looks a lot better, so I will give it that. However, this and Volcanicus I really don't care for because I do have the Hasbro ones, and it's been years since I've even thought about those figures, so it's like I don't really need this. But I made a point that I am personally tired of the Combiner gimmick, and not Combiners in general. Like, I'm excited for the Devastator, I want the last few pieces to make that, but I'm tired of the Combiner Wars gimmick showing up again and again. Now, I need to make a couple of points because that's where people were upset with me. One of the main points that people had was that some people had missed out on Abominus or Volcanicus the first time it got released. And this is their second chance. And to that I say, that's a good thing. That you have a second chance to get Volcanicus and Abominus directly from Hasbro, or however Hasbro is connected to that, or Takara, whatever. You have another chance at getting another release, and you don't have to pay the aftermarket because scalpers, or maybe it's just not easier to, buy it from other people. And to that I say, you know what, that's a good thing because you do get another chance to go ahead and get it, and I do recommend it. If I hated Abominus, I wouldn't have gotten that version of Abominus. In fact, if I didn't get that, I might have jumped up on this, but who knows exactly, because I already got that one. But people got upset with me because it seems like I didn't think of that, and I want to clarify the intention of that video was that it was my opinion, and in my opinion, I said that I am tired of the Combiner Wars gimmick. I have quite a few combiners. I don't have all of them. I don't have Victorion, I don't have Computron, but I have a few of them, and the gimmick has run for about, when this releases, it's going to be running for about 6 years, and I feel like it's kind of time to retire that. But if you disagree, that is entirely fine. I'm not going to disagree with you, but like directly, if that's how you feel about it. But me personally, I just kind of wish that we could get out of it so that we could get something else instead. Maybe a different gimmick entirely that revolves around combiners, or maybe a different system. Because here's another thing, is that I actually counted all the proper combiners we've gotten, not counting the Unite Warriors versions of what we already got for Hasbro, and I counted somewhere around 22 combiners. Now, you can give or take however you want to do that, but with 22 combiners, they have 4 deluxes and 4 Voyagers, or not 4 Voyagers, 1 Voyager. That makes up the entire set, and that's not counting the Legends class figures that they'll sometimes throw in. So that's quite a lot, and also, one Combiner Wars figure pretty much made up about 10 different figures. So I have been seeing a lot of repeated figures. That's one of the main reasons why I wasn't that interested in Piranacon, was because, oh, it's another combiner. That's cool, and I like the white version of that. But because it's a gimmick that I've seen for so long, it doesn't excite me. That's the point that I was trying to make, was it doesn't excite me. It's not to say it's bad, it's not to say they shouldn't make it. It's that it just does not excite me that much anymore. Because we've seen it for so long. Say what you want about the Siege line and the Earthrise line, about their repaints, but at least they'll make maybe 1 or 2 repaints, and sometimes it's a little bit more than that. I mean, we got the Seekers, we got the Bumblebee repaints, or the Cliffjumper repaints, I should say. But with Combiner Wars, it was about, like, one figure made about 10 other figures. So you'd see that pattern throughout so many figures. And even then, when there are new molds, some of them shared very similar transformation traits. So, you know, it got kind of stale for me. And some people say that, well, to me it's not, because I only got a few combiners, and that's good. Okay, I'm glad that you're excited for more combiners. But again, the whole point of the video, and I can't stress this enough, was that it was my personal opinion. I think some people seem to forget that when I'm making a video talking about a toy, a part of it is my opinion. So if you're coming here just to see the facts and that's it, well, maybe you should go to TFW 2005 or CBtron, because you are going to get my personal opinion here. And it also seemed like a lot of people don't like my opinion, or me speaking my mind, and it's not even just about this, it's about other things. Someone complained in my Blue Streak, my Earthrise Blue Streak video, and said that I was complaining too much. And I'm sorry that I have critiques, but I do have them. And again, it's not to say that this figure is bad, or if they release any other combiners using the same system in the future, it's not to say that it's bad. It's definitely not to say that it's bad. It's just, here's another figure that I already have, pretty much. I got the Abominus, and it's reusing the same system that we've seen so many times. Really, Power of the Primes made it run dry for me, honestly. Because I didn't like some of the figures that had come out, but then when Siege came out, it was just so much better in quality and the figures and design, and even how they work some of the systems, like the port systems for some of those figures, that I felt like we finally got out of, you know, those, I don't want to say lower quality figures, but I felt like we got, you know, better quality in general. So when I see this, it kind of feels like it's going backwards. I know that it's not, because we're still getting Siege, Earthrise, Kingdom, and whatnot, but it just kind of puts me back. So, yeah, hopefully you guys can respect that opinion. It is just an opinion, and you guys can fully disagree with that all you want. You know, I'm not saying you shouldn't have combiners. I don't know why people make it seem like I'm saying that. I'm not. I'm not saying they should stop making these. I'm not saying they should stop re-releasing them. In fact, a new version of Leo Kaiser with a proper figure, that would be kind of cool. But for me, personally, I just grown tired of seeing the same combiner system, and I honestly would like to see something a little different. Some people say we should get a new Bruticus that's entirely different, doesn't even use the same system of combination ports, and I would like to see that. But again, that's just me, you know. But that's honestly just my opinion, and the whole point was just my opinion. And that was it. You have a different opinion than me, that's fine. But that was the point, so. You know, agree to disagree if you want. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I'll see you guys next time.